Boom, what is up YouTube? So today we got a banger video. So we're gonna start off by trying to feed some turtles and catching them out at the pond. But we got some surprise stuff that happened to the pond and some new news. So stay tuned, go through if you want to, I'll put a timestamp up here if you don't want to see turtle catching. But if you do, stay tuned, watch the whole video, and I will see you guys soon. We got a turtle right here. And we got a feisty one. Look at that, guys. So I'm gonna bring out the big camera and I'll talk more about him. Okay guys, so there's a reason why we're behind the car right now, because it's super windy. But I'm gonna just come here and talk to you about what some of these wild red-eared slider turtles. So this is Jeff. This is the turtle we just caught. And he has a little slime coat, but he's quite the biter. Okay, maybe you friendly. But this turtle, I would say, it's about the size of my hand. So that means it's probably about 5 inches. It has a the colors on this turtle are incredible. He's such a pretty red-eared slider. So some things you want to look for for unhealthy red-eared sliders are sometimes they'll get pyramiding like tortoises. So on each of these individual scoots, it may be raised and look like a pyramid, which isn't good, which means they're not getting out of the water too much and they're not basking. And next, you just want to look for dents around the shell. This one is probably the prettiest and best looking red-eared slider I've ever seen in this pond. He's very healthy. The bottom, it's not for at least tortoises. I know I'm flipping it over, but that's just for it. Sometimes they'll be like indented, like have a curve, and that means it's a male. So I believe this is probably a 4 to 5 year old red-eared female red-eared slider. So let's release it. Oh, right here. Boom, boom, got him. Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys over to the camera and we'll investigate this. Okay guys, so here are the turtles. This is turtle one. This is a smaller turtle that was chasing the other one. So he looks to be pretty healthy. Again, he has a very nice rounded shell. His bumps, sometimes they'll have, you know, these like kind of little points at the top of their shell like this. That's natural. And there's no bump here, so I'd assume it's a female. So that one looks pretty good. But here, so this one is another big red-eared slider. Since it's so big, I'm assuming it's either an old male or probably a younger female. And the scoots are really nice. They're nice and pronounced. They're very nice. And they just got, you know, mud on the bottom. So that's normal. But the crazy thing is that they had this half-eaten bluegill in his mouth and he was trying to chase it. So I want to see if I can hand feed this tortoise. Oh my gosh, this turtle. I want to see. If he'll eat from my hand right here. So it doesn't really look like they want to eat the dead bluegill that he had in his mouth. So it doesn't look like we tried hand feeding wild turtles, but didn't really work out. So let's go release him. Sorry about the wind, but we have a very average red-eared slider. Very healthy. Things I told you, no pyramiding, he doesn't have any. His shell is nice and round, looks plump and healthy. His neck, you know, not super skinny. So let's let him go. So guys, we are now back from the pond. It's the day after. So let's check in on the aquascape pond. And while we were gone, we had painters and landscapers. So let me give you kind of a new quick yard tour. So now our grass, we have a nice trim around the edge, like all that. So we got nice new green grass. All our wood chips are now nice and level. But with the pond now, we got a pathway. So we can go boom, 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 boom. But So I know it's not running right now because I was gone for the week, so it drained. But we have, what they did is, for one, all my cords are buried now, but we got now this nice little soft, like gravelly stuff, and it's all the way around the pond. So they had to take out a few plants. So normally you don't want rocks all the way up to your pond because it looks really man-made, but I kind of already started that because I made it just round, not a natural design. Because with ponds, if you make it just like a round circle, it looks man-made. And if it's like a design like a bean shape, that's a popular one, then it looks more natural. But I wanted as much room for fish, so I just made just a circle pond. So as you can tell, all this stuff goes all the way up to the edge, and it goes all the way around. All our plants are back here. They're doing pretty good. And then that's basically it. We gotta move a few things, plant some new plants. It'll look a lot more natural once more plants are put in. But once you kind of like are here and see it, I really like this gravel. But the pond, what I'm gonna be starting to do today is I'm gonna be draining it and then filling it back up. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so how I do this is I have my pump right here, and that leads out over to wherever you want. And then once you get to the bottom, once you hose off all your bad, like dirty rocks, what you can do is just spray everything down. So all the muck that's on the bottom and on these rocks will be stirred up, and then the pump will hose it out. So then basically just run your hose once you get to the bottom, and run your pump until you get fresh clean water at the bottom, and then you can fill it all the way up. Okay guys, so we got the pond, it's filling up. I wasn't able to get all the dirt, as you can see right there on the bottom, but it's looking pretty good. We got it filling up right here. It's gonna look pretty crystal clear. Lily pads look like they're not doing too bad. We got the GoPro set up right here. It's probably dead. Yeah, it's dead. But we got it filled up, and I'll show you when it's fully filled. Okay guys, so we're back. I'm back from church, and I refilled the pond. I swept up some of the bottom so it looks nice and clean. So let's show you the new pond. So as you guys can tell, it's looking mighty fine. So there's still a couple things I have to put away, and some I have to, you know, actually plant. But in all, I'm trying to fill the lily pad pod back up. So when there's fish and things like that and koi, they might try to eat the turtles. They might try to eat the lily pads. So then they can't get to the roots. So there's still like a bunch of like grass in here from when the people did the whole yard. So once I turn on the skimmer, that'll start and everything will start back up. So let's turn it on. Here we go. I think that's the pond. There's the pond. So guys, looks like one of the people who worked on our yard left our beer. So I'm gonna throw that away. But it's all good now. The grass is gonna end up in the skimmer like it is right now. That's exactly what a skimmer's for. Look, it's pulling in all the leaves and stuff. So then all I have to do is open this, and when that gets filled, I'll empty it. I might fill it back up a little bit because that thing took a lot of water. But in here, I'd say it's about a half a hand deep, but that's like really shallow. So when we get fish, they'll hang around on the bottom and probably over here. So guys, that's the video. So let's get to the positive comment shout out. Guys, the positive comment shout out goes to Tanner Bowers. Congrats on 400 subs, road to 1K. Thank you, Tanner. And if you guys would like to be featured in a future video, all you guys have to do is drop down a positive comment below. So my name is David, this is FishVisions. Find your vision and follow, be a visionary and subscribe. And I will see you guys next video. Peace.